Yeah.
Good afternoon, welcome to another episode of Mikey Makes. This afternoon I'm going to be going back to my roots and I'm going to be making bagels.
Why your roots?
Well, I used to live around the corner from Petticoat Lane. My grandmother used to make bagels every morning apart from on the Sabbath. And
Don't get into religious stuff,
all
really.
Right. So anyway, without any more messing about, in here we've already, and this is in an attempt to speed things up, we've got the flour. The ingredients, the exact ingredients will be on the video. It's 350 grams of flour, 7 grams of fast-acting yeast and 2 level teaspoons of salt, which will be mixed up and put in the trusty old Kenwood. In here I've got 250 mils of lukewarm water, I've got 2 tablespoons of runny honey, and I've got a tablespoon of vegetable oil, and I'm going to add it to this lot.
Gradually add it. It said you've got a funnel, you
No,
freak.
I'm gradually adding it.
On the lowest setting.
It's on the lowest setting. So anyway, it's going to be a little bit boring for a couple of minutes, so come back shortly.
Oh, I don't know.
It'll be added and we can have a look at it.
Alright then.
You on?
Yeah.
Right, that's me just adding the last little dribble. If it does go too runny, we just add another little bit of flour. My grandmother was always doing it.
That's just not true. I'll put it all in. Good, that dough hook, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, that's been going for 2 minutes 12 seconds. It's got to go for 10 minutes.
Alright,
so
do you want to come over with me and put the... Oh, you've got the timer on
2
there.
minutes 18 seconds. It needs
Can't
to be
really
10
see
minutes.
that, but yeah, I got it. Okay, we'll go back later then, yeah?
Okay. Right, this has been going for just over 10 minutes. So I'm going to take it out, and it's a kind of a sticky doughy ball. And now we're going to knead it. So I've got a floured surface. And the action apparently is pushing it away with one hand, pulling it back with the other.
I'm just homing in on that. Just homing in on that.
And we've apparently got to do this for 10 minutes. And I'm sure you want to watch this for 10 minutes. So if you go away,
I don't know, it's a good wrist action.
we'll come back in a while and see
Okay.
what it looks like.
Alright.
Right, so it's now had 10 minutes worth of kneading. And we've got
no, it doesn't say do that.
we've got a ball, and I've got a lightly oiled
Wife.
bowl. And I'm just going to roll it around in the oil in the bowl. And
Is that all coated? Is that enough in there?
Yeah.
It won't stick then if you do that.
Once it's coated,
Okay.
I'm going to cover that in cling film and put it somewhere warm for between 1 and 3 hours.
Go on then, get your
until
cling
it's
film.
doubled in size. I'm covered in bank. Hang on.
Alright. Seamless. Ideal.
So-
Can you just tilt that towards the camera, Jonesy?
So that's going in the airing
Yeah,
cupboard.
so you can see what size it is there. Oh.
That's going in the airing cupboard.
Oh.
And when it's twice the size, we'll come back.
Okay. Go.
We've been up to the airing cupboard, and we've got the... Can
Hang
you
on,
see
let
that?
me zoom. Yeah, I'll zoom in on that.
That's the dough that's been proving, and
That's it. You wobble it around so I can't actually. It's like a bloody satellite dish. Yeah, just hold it. Just
I am
hold
holding
it. No, you're not. You're tilting it towards you again.
Fascist.
Twit.
So that's been proving. That's at least twice its volume. In the meantime, in a pressure cooker, we've got about 4 litres of water and a little bit of treacle, which is boiling now. So we're about to turn that off. That's in preparation for when we. What's the word I'm looking for?
Poach.
Poach them. We poach them in a minute. But first of all, we've got to take this out, beat it,
No.
knock the air out
Yes.
of it, like that, and then knead it for a little bit.
Very briefly, it says.
Very briefly, which is what I've just done. Then I'm going to roll it into a bit of a sausage.
Need it then?
You said very briefly.
Yeah, briefly. I mean, do something with it.
Well, I'm doing that.
Hold
Right.
the head tool.
Then I'm going to roll it into a sausage. Then I'm going to cut it into 8. If you come back in a second when I've cut it.
Alright. See you in a second.
Okie dokie.
Go.
So under there we've got
Balls.
7 lumps of the dough. I've got one in my hand, and what I'm going to do is poke my thumb through it, and then I'm going to hopefully work it into like a donut shape. And this could go on for some while. So what I suggest is you go away and come back in a few minutes' time, and I'll show you what they look like when they're
on the baking tray.
on the baking tray.
Alright, see you in a moment.
Alright.
Go.
Right, this is the last of the 8, and it's really weird because you get it so that it's right, and by the time you turn around, it's blown up again. It still seems to be rising as you're working it. But anyway, can you see those?
Hang on, sorry, that was badly edited. I was just drinking. Give me a sec. You hold it there. Stop. Yeah, it's a very odd dough to work with, isn't it, Jonesy?
Yeah, and they don't look particularly pretty, I'm afraid.
Well, you don't have to be pretty.
But we're going to leave them for 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and
cherished.
poach them.
Alright, see you in a moment.
See you in a bit.
Come in.
Right, I just put. We're poaching the
Right, I'm coming over.
dough now. Whereabouts are you? These two we've just poached. We poached them for 1.5 minutes on each side in that water with treacle, and that's what they look like when they're poaching.
And the water is black because of the molasses, isn't it?
Yeah. Again, it's going to be a little bit boring.
Okay, just give an idea, and then that's what we're going to do with all
Those are the
of
other
them.
4 that are going to go in a minute.
So they've puffed up a bit. If we left them, didn't we, for 10
Yeah,
minutes?
they're not the prettiest bagels in the world, but
No mind. Right, we'll see. We'll come back in a minute.
see you in a bit. I've egg washed 6 of them and sprinkled them with sesame seeds. So there's the last 2. Sadly, some of the shapes are a bit odd, but I think it's because it's the first time we've messed about with that sort of
It's a very funny dough, isn't it?
dough. However, they do look pretty scrummy. Do you want to have a look at the 4 on the other side, Laura, while I'm putting these sesame seeds on?
I was just going to say that it says, doesn't it, you can use rock salt, you can use poppy seeds, sesame seeds.
So that's the first 4,
Yeah.
which are probably more successful. These look absolutely
All right,
fine.
no, I
It's
think
just
they're going to be fine.
for some reason they've got a funny shape. So we've got a preheated oven, 200 degrees C, and I'm going to put them in. There's 4 going there, and then 4 on the other shelf, and they're going in for 10 minutes, and then we're going to turn them and give them a few minutes on the other side. So we'll come back in a few minutes' time.
All right.
See you in a bit. Right, we're taking out to turn them, but I said they were going in for 10 minutes. It turns out it's 15, so slightly misinformed. I'm going to have to put them in the other way. Ha! As well. Ha!
Back to camera, back
Sorry,
to camera.
Sorry.
You wooze. Okay.
Right, so they're going back in for...
10 minutes, but I'd swap them over. I don't know if I would do 10.
Which way round were they?
The darkest ones are on your right.
Which one came out the top?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, the slippery little...
Slippery little
Suckers.
suckers.
Right,
Okay.
10 minutes and we'll be back.
Do you want to set the thing?
Oh yeah. Well, we've taken them out of the oven. They're very, very hot, so they're sitting on the rack.
Hang on, mind your right arm. That's it.
But
Do,
Exhibit A. Now you going to zoom in on it?
well, I can't. I've got to zoom out on it now. If you
Right.
stop,
Where?
just tilt it towards the camera a bit. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
lovely.
When they're cool, we'll open one up and see what they look like.
And taste one.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. See you later.
See you in a bit. We're not going to get any lip from the camera woman now because, of course, she's got a face full of bagel. But that is, you can probably hear it.
Oh yes.
Very crunchy.
Mmm.
Nice. Done. Simple as that.
Job done. Scrumbly Jonesy.